Hello folks, back with another WIP Wednesday. I have on the table here a number of Battletech minis. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to make these when I bought them, what clan they were going to represent, and I have settled on Clan Wolf, partially because of how iconic they are and then the Wolf Dragoons, but also partially because I found a paint scheme that I really like. So I've settled on the Wolf Beta Galaxy here, which has a nice brown and gray paint scheme here. Real easy to do with an airbrush. I've done a couple of test pieces with two slightly different paint styles here, one with more white or light gray on the bottom, and then one with a little bit of blue mixed in there. One of the tutorials that I watched, the guy was using a very light blue. The elementals are very easy to do. I hit those with a airbrush real quick, painted up a couple of things in a charcoal color that I really like, and then painted up the smoke plumes, and then washed a little black ink wash all over everything. And those guys paint up real quick and actually looks very good. There's a lot of little detail in there. Panel lines, detail on the rocket launchers and the guns and the claws. They definitely paint up really well and really easy. I'm not painting these with any in any kind of order. I definitely wanted to get a Marauder in here. Very iconic in my eyes, although not this particular sculpt. Grew up on Robotech, so a lot of those old Destroids and Mesentrati Officer Pod that the Marauder originally came from are some of my favorite sculpts. A couple of Mad Cats. Most of my Battletech gaming back in the 90s and early 2000s was in Mech Warriors, so gotta have these Mad Cats. And then, of course, infantry. I definitely want to try combined arms. Not sure how I'm going to do it so much with the clans aside from with the power armor. But my inner sphere groups are definitely going to have vehicles. Another Kickstarter that delivered recently was the Car Wars 6th edition. So these little guys I've been waiting for. Car Wars was basically my first war game. I know it's really more of a board game, but you get to custom make your cars, and you play it out on a gridded map. So it really was my first war game experience. Loved when the 6th edition Kickstarter was announced, and a fellow designed painting handle toppers with the correct diameter little poles here to mount these on. Now these are of course intended to go into the Games Workshop paint handles, and they do very easily go in there. But I am simply going to go back to the old method that I used before I got the painting handles. I'm going to super glue these on top of old pill bottles, and then from there I will mount the cars on them and paint them, and then they pop off easily enough, and I will reuse the pill bottles as paint handles. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later.